These are the video solutions for Pearson Edexcel Functional Skills Maths Level 1. This is Section A, which is the non-calculator section, and this is past paper 2. Okay, a charity wants to collect £84,000 and the charity worker says they've collected 3/4 of 84,000, so how much is that? So the calculation is, what is 3/4 of 84,000? So here we're working out a fraction of a total. So we take our total, we divide it by the number on the bottom, and then we multiply by the number on the top. So what is 84,000 divided by 4? 8 divided by 4 is 2, 4 divided by 4 is 1, 0 divided by 4 is 0, 0, 0. So the final calculation is 21,000 times by 3. Well, what is 21 times by 3? 1 3 is 3, 2 3s are 6. Let's put those zeros back in. So there's our answer, £63,000. Okay, 2A, work out 28 minus 20 divided by 4. So this is a test of BIDMAS. So we need to do the division before we do the adding. 20 divided by 4 is 5. So the question is now 28 take away 5, which is 23. Work out 6 squared. Well, remember 6 squared is 6 multiplied by 6, and 6 sixes are 36. Okay, so work out minus 25 minus 14. Okay, so let's think of our number line. We're starting at, okay, let's think of our number line. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Now, I'm not going to do a number line all the way down to minus 25. That's going to be a little bit extreme. But we know that if we're adding, we're going in this direction, and if we're subtracting, we are going in this direction. So we're starting at minus 25, and if we're subtracting, we are going further down to the left, so the number is going to be more negative. So as you can see, the confusing thing is with negative numbers is it looks like they're getting bigger when they're getting smaller. Minus 5 is less than minus 3, but that's confusing to us maybe because we see 5 as bigger than 3. So minus 25 is going to be made even smaller, so more negative. So the easiest way to do it is just add 25 and 14 and then make it negative. 5 plus 4 is 9, 2 plus 1 is 9. So minus 25 minus 14 takes us down to minus 39. Okay, so for question number 3, we just need to work out the perimeter. The perimeter is 22 plus 14 plus 22 plus 14. 22 plus 22 is 44. 14 plus 14 is 28. 44 plus 28, I might use a column for this, is 12, carry 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 72 metres. And the edging is £5 per metre. So our final calculation is 72 multiplied by 5. 2 5s are 10, carry 1, 7 5s are 35, plus 1, £360. So 360. So yes, ZNAT is correct. Use a reverse calculation to show a check of your answer. Well, I did 72 times 5 is 360. So what is 360 divided by 5? Is it 72? Let's find out. 3 divided by 5 can't be done. Slide the 3 across. 36 divided by 5 is 7 with a remainder of 1. 10 divided by 5 is 2. Perfect. So that proves that the original calculation was correct. Okay, so for question number 4, what we need to do is calculate the volume here. So that is going to be the 3 dimensions multiplied together. They're all in meters, so no problems. So 4 times 2 times 0.9. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 0.9, what is that? Okay, well I know that 8 times by 9 is 72. So 8 times by 0.9, we've got 1 decimal place in the question. There's only 1 digit in the entire question that comes after a decimal point. So therefore I need an answer with 1 number coming after a decimal point. So that is 7.2 cubic meters. We know that 1 cubic meter is 1,000 litres. So 7.2 cubic meters is going to be 7.2 multiplied by 1,000. So 7.2, when we're multiplying by 1,000, remember, I think this came up in an earlier question perhaps, unless I'm thinking of another exam paper altogether. We're going to move the decimal point 3 positions. So I'm going to put in some zeros so that I can easily see where the decimal point is going to end up. So 1, 2, 3. So that's 7200.000, in other words, 7,200 litres. And that is the final question for section A. Here are the video solution for Pearson Edexcel Functional Skills Maths Level 1. This is section B, which is the calculator section, and this is from past paper 2. So let's take a look at the first question. We want to work out the mean. So the mean is going to be the total divided by the number of values, and we've been told that there are 7. So all we need to do is add them together. So 3.51 plus 3 plus 1.1 plus 4 plus 4.5 plus 2.5 plus 2.81, that comes to 21.42. So this is what I need to divide by 7. 21.42 divided by 7 is 3.06. So that is the mean, 3.06. Question number 2. There are 46 working weeks in a year, and Monday to Friday, so that is 5 days. So the number of working days is going to be 46 multiplied by 5, and that is 230. Okay, so for this question we know that Nina was absent for 9 days. So we're using the formula, we are dividing it by 230, which we know from the previous question, and we're multiplying by 100, and that gives us a percentage rate of 3.913. She only gets the bonus if the absence rate is less than 2%. 3.913 is greater than 2%, so no bonus for Nina. Okay, so let's take a look at question 3. So it's 15% off. So if it's 15% off the normal price of the router, then if it's 15% off, that means you pay 100, take away 15, which is 85%. So we want to work out 85% of 39.99. So we want to work out what we need to multiply 39.99 by, and the percentage multiplier for 85% is 0.85. It's the decimal equivalent of this percentage. It's 85 divided by 100, and 39.99 times 0.85 is 33.9915. So let's just call that £33.99, since prices should always be rounded to 2 decimal places. We've also on top of that got the 18 months at £56.99 a month, so that's going to be 18 times by £56.99, and 18 times £56.99 is £1,025.82. So the total cost is the £1,025.82 for the contract, plus the discounted price for the router, so £33.99. So adding those together, we get a total of £1,059.81. Okay, so question number 4. We know the water to concentrate ratio is 5:1, which means 5/6 is water and 1/6 is concentrate. We're dealing in sixths because 5 plus 1 is 6. So how much water and how much concentrate does Varney need to make 9 litres? So the concentrate is going to be 1/6 of 9, and that is 9 divided by 6, and 9 divided by 6 is 1.5 litres of concentrate. So if it's 1.5 litres of concentrate, then the rest must be water, and 9 take away 1.5 is 7.5 litres of water. There we go. So water 7.5 litres and concentrate 1.5. Okay, so for question number 5, all we need to do is draw 2 circles with X being the centre. So using a pair of compasses and a ruler, put your point at 0 and extend it so it is 6. Now it's very difficult for me to demonstrate this, so your point then is going to go here, and then just draw the circle. So at the moment I'm just guessing 6 centimeters around this point here, like so, and so your circle should be absolutely perfect, which mine isn't. So as I say, measure 6 centimeters on the compass, stick the point here, and extend and sort of place the pencil on the paper, and then just turn it all the way around, do the full revolution, you'll get a perfect circle. Now the second circle has half the radius, so the radius will be 3. So doing exactly the same thing except extend the compass to 3 centimeters instead of 5 centimeters. So 3 centimeters would be about here. And again, I'm just going to put in a few reference points so I can draw this circle, which I won't do very well because it's very difficult to freestyle a circle. So your answer should look something like this, except your circles will be absolutely 100% perfect because you've used a pair of compasses. Okay, question number 6. So this is the ceiling. So we need to work out the area of the ceiling. So I'm going to turn it into 2 shapes, shape A and shape B. The area of shape A, this rectangle, is nice and easy. That's 4 times by 5.5, and that is 22 meters squared. So for B, we can see that it's 11, but we don't know what this distance here is. Well, if it's 9 from here to here and 5.5 from here to here, then this distance will be the difference. And 9 take away 5.5 is 3.5. So what B is a rectangle which is 11 by 3.5, so therefore has an area of 38.5 square meters. So therefore the total area is these two combined, which is 60.5 square meters. Now we've been told that a pack of ceiling tiles covers 3.24 meters squared. So how many 3.24s are there in 60.5? 60.5 divided by 3.24 is the way to work that out, and that comes to a fairly nasty number, 18.6 something. So 18 packs is not going to be enough, so we're going to have more than 18, so we're going to have to call it 19 packs, and even if that had been 18.1, we'd still need to round it up to 19. So 19 packs at a price of £34.95 each comes to a total price, total cost of £664.05. So 664.05. Okay, for number 7, we've been told that 1 centimetre is £500. So we've been already told that this is the money axis here. So it's going to be 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, 3,000, 3,500 and 4,000. I don't think it goes above that, and we should give it a title as well, which is amount of money, and the unit, which is pounds. So we're doing a bar chart. So the first one is the youth club. So there are 5 groups. So I was wondering if I can do 5 big ones. Well, I could do 5 big ones, but then they'd all be touching, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But I'm going to do 5 thin ones with a gap in between. So youth club goes up to 600, so that is 1 line above 500. So I will label that. I should write youth club, but I don't have enough space, so I'll just put YC. I'm going to leave a gap for the so the next one, band 2000. So I'll give it the same width gap. Now the bars need to be the same width, so this goes up to 2000. Pencil and ruler, really important when you're doing this, by the way, so mine will be a little bit messy. So this is the band. Same size gap again, so the next band will start here and finish here. And this is the library that goes up to 1200. So that's 2 above the 1000. So I'll just put LIB for library. Then playgroup, so I'll put PG for playgroup, 3100. So here is 3000, so the next line above that. As I say, I'm struggling a little bit with a straight line, so please use a ruler. And 2300 for care home, so CH for care home. 2300 is 2 below 2500. There we go, and that is the completed bar chart. You might want to perhaps write down here local groups, and give it a label perhaps, although I don't think that's strictly necessary. Okay, question 8. Jacob's a florist. He designs an open box for flowers to stand in. the box is in the shape of a cube with a side length 20. So I got a bit confused with this question. I didn't read the question properly. We're not doing a net of a cube because this side is missing. It's an open box. So what we need to imagine is if we were just to cut down these edges here, then this would open up and we would have, this would be the base, and we would have 4 squares coming off. So, and all these dimensions are 20 centimeters. Now down the bottom here, 1 square is 5 centimeters, so 5, 10, 15, 20. So all of these need to be 4 by 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm making notes. This 4 squares by 4 squares, all of them here. So I'm going to do the first 4 by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is that one there done. The next 4 by 4, one underneath, so that is the one in the centre. 4 by 4 off to the right hand side. 4 by 4 off to the left hand side. Again, I'm not using a ruler. I would expect you to use a ruler, of course. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go, and there is our net of this open top cube. Question number 9. So how much meat does Sandro need for 12 people? Well, he uses 1,500 grams, and that is for 8 people. So how much for 12 people? Okay, well if it was 16 people, that would be easy because it's double the number of people, so double the meat. How many times greater than 12 is 8? Okay, well we could answer that question, but here's another way of looking at this. 8 and 12 are multiples of 4. So if 8 people need 1,500 grams, then 4 people is going to be half of 1,500, which is 750 grams. So for 4 people, it's 750 grams. 12 people is 3 times 4 people. So we're going to need triple the 750 grams, and 3 times 750 is 2250. So that is our answer, 2,250 grams. Use a reverse calculation to show a check. So I did 3 times by 750 to get 2250. So I could do 2250 divided by 3 to get 750, and that is correct. So showing I've got this, the original question was calculation was correct. Or I could do 2250 divided by 750 to get 3, and it is 3. So therefore, the original, as I say, the original calculation was definitely right. Okay, calculate the range. So the range is the biggest, take away the smallest. Now the biggest temperature is in the 70s, so it's 71.8, and the smallest 65.5, no 65.2, 65.2. So the range is 71.8 minus 65.2, which is 6.6 degrees C. So Jenny has included the range in the report. She must write another comment about these temperatures in her report. A bit vague this. What else we could do with these is work out the mean. So the mean is going to be the total divided by 7, because there are 7 values. And the total, if we add all these values together, we get 476.2. And if I divide that by 7, I get a mean which is 68.028. Okay, we can just say mean is 68 to the nearest degrees C. Is it degrees Celsius? That's high temperatures, but they're not air temperatures, it's just an experiment. So yes, the mean is 68 degrees C if you want to just say that is to the nearest whole number. We can round it to 1 decimal or 2 decimal places if you prefer. Okay, so question number 11. We need to put the purchase prices in order, starting with the lowest. Well, we can see the lowest is the one with the fewest digits, so that is C. So C, 94500. So let's get rid of this one. So the next lowest is going to be one of the ones that begins with the 1. Well, actually, we can get rid of D, which is, this is the highest price. So 3, sorry, that's a 3, 389000. That is now gone, and the next largest is the 249000. Okay, so we just need to put A, E and F in order. They all start with a 1, but the next digit is 2, 2 and a 4. 4 is bigger than a 2. So 149000 is the biggest of those three. So that was F. So now we're just comparing A and E. Both have a 1, then both have a 2, but we've got a 3 and a 1. 1 is less than 3, so E is cheaper than A. So that is 121000 and then 123950. Okay. Tick the purchase prices that are greater than 125,000. This is so 125. Okay, actually, of course, they've written it as figures. So here we've got 1, 2, 3. 3 is less than 5, so no. 249 is bigger than 125, so yes. 94 is less than 125. Notice I'm only really looking at the first three digits here. 389 is bigger than 125. 121 is less than 125. 149 is greater than 125. Okay, so for this question we just need to work out what is 5% of £255,000. So what is our multiplier for 5%? It is 0.05. That is what we need to multiply 255,000 by. This is the decimal equivalent of 5%. In other words, it's 5 divided by 100. And 0.05 times 255,000 is £12,500. So that is the stamp duty that needs to be paid. So £12,500, and that takes us to the end of section B.